Booker will leave it for Rashford. He strikes. Oh, it's a goal! Staying on his feet this time. Look, they went for Martial. Lovely touch by Fernandez. Cavani! Rashford all the way across goal. What a finish!
Welcome everyone and welcome to All In All United. Nico, Phil, JP, welcome fellas, welcome brethren.
Good night.
You know, welcome to and those in the viewing section, welcome to another edition of All In All United. I guess the fact that we win, kinda, we feel a little bit better. I think that is me, fellas. My apologies. I don't know where with this phone, and this sponsorship on your phone earlier. Goodness gracious. Anyway, so fellas, we back on the inside. And I just bringing in Chef.
My brothers.
Yeah, boy.
So earlier I know, the result go kinda, ease the mood. But when we look at the state of affairs and the performances, it's no way we could, boast about today. Right? And I gotta tell you something, Norwich sitting rock bottom, right? And they came to Old Trafford and all of them give us a run for our money. For some reason, anytime a team playing Man United, the superpowers just kick in, right? And
we just really rubbish. Which one?
Well, watch me. We had to discuss that, We had to try to figure out whether these teams actually that good or we just real poor, right?
We's rubbish.
But the thing about it, right? It was so bittersweet for me that Norwich could have left today with a draw or even all 3 points, right? But thanks to the heroics of Cristiano Ronaldo, our boy, and a superb free kick. I can't take nothing away from the free kick, even though I thought Krul could do better. I think I think we got saved from a very, very embarrassing result, right? And notice I didn't say performance because, to be honest, it was an embarrassment of a performance. After leading 2-0 at home, and even Ragnick agreed, right? Because this is what Ragnick had to say after the game. He said everybody has seen today's game and everybody knows what kind of team, and he was referring to Liverpool, we are playing on Tuesday. If we play like we did today, it will be very difficult to even get a point. So he kind of alluding, he alluding to a serious trashing.
Yeah, straight to the point.
Yeah, you understand? So I want to ask Oli something, right? And Simeon on the inside, good night, buddy, thanks for joining, right? The beauty of the Premier League is such that, earlier we not far off top 4, right? It's very possible. And thanks to Arsenal being Arsenal and not winning their 3 games in hand, Tottenham dropping points, and West Ham seem to be focusing on Europa League because they're just dropping off. Only I feel we could finish top 4. It mightn't be by our own doing, but only I feel we could finish top 4. And that is where we start. So I want to start with JP. Talk to me. I don't see Phil.
Dismiss that already.
Yeah, you don't dismiss that already. But whether we deserve it or not, I'm taking Europe. Go ahead, JP.
I would love it if we could, but I know better than to get my hopes up with this team. So I'm not even going to hope that we end that up for. We could get great, but I'm not going to get my hopes up because we play Liverpool next. We're going to see the Norwich struggle today. So there's bottom of the table you're talking about. Everybody else above that. I'm not expecting anything more from the other game. So no, I think we're making it.
All right. Let me just get this before I come to Chef. Because we ain't here from Chef for a while. Chef playing football and Chef doing all kind of thing. Alright? And this on the inside, thanks for joining, buddy. He's saying due to the incompetence of other teams, it is still possible, but you never know with this team. And that is the thing, right? So it may not even be up to us and we could still make it all here. Right?
Because
Chef.
stumble through the gate.
Yeah, we might stumble through. We get pushed through.
Rolling. Yeah, I'm kicking on the ground over the line. Yeah, so you can't help yourself. A man say, boy, move now, boy. You know, okay, move now, boy.
Yeah.
Good night, fellas. It has been a minute. And trust me, it wasn't because of our poor form. It's just that the Manchester Pet Match team, we just play games on Saturdays most time. And most times we be all over the place. So 9 o'clock normally, by now we now finishing and going and drink. So, that being said, real people don't agree with me when I say this. I don't want us, I wish we could finish 8, you know. Real talk. I am dead serious when I say this. I do not want Manchester United to play in any European football next year. I want us to focus on bringing together a young team with a couple of professionals, senior professionals who want to be there, underline want to be there, and want to give it the all, and let us build something.
Chef, that could be Maguire talking about there. Because when you say a seasoned professional who want to give the all.
So I'll say this, right? In life, we don't always get we wishes. If it was up to me, I take Harry Maguire, put him in, you see that brown barrel, what people have shipped goods from? Put him in that barrel, roll him down San Fernando Hill, then drop him in sealants in the water. What if you touch it? You could get gangrene. I put him in that. Then I want to take a tractor and push him into the sea. But I don't want him there, you know. Then I want to pick him up and then put him on a plane in the same barrel and send him in the Sahara Desert. That is what I want to do with Harry Maguire. Because big to big, there's everybody make excuses for this man. Oh, he had a season thing. That man is a rank shiton. Full stop. Let me stop trying to gloss it up. Let me stop trying to make it nice. Or he turned today he feel like he turned into playing pivot. You want to be spraying passes all over the place. But ask you to defend that.
He's pretty nice.
Wait, that the best part, Chef. I saw the corner that we had, and I saw that Ronaldo barely missed it, and I was like, okay, cool. But then I see Pogba banging the ground. I said, but Pogba, you were nowhere near the ball. Like I don't know
want to Pogba. Why you don't bang the ground when you want to screen and dribble about 3-4 men and lose the ball? Why you don't bang the ball when you're making once it's a dotish pass with your big girly run? Running like a big giraffe.
Watch me, hey, like Chef safe from all them shows he wasn't here, boy.
But I'm so glad he gone there. I'm so glad he's there. And while we at it, you see Marcus Rashford? Yeah, what? Don't bother to play football and go full-time into school feeding program. Because Dan, you're too young and too dotish to be so clueless, boy. With this boy, where all this boy skills gone, with this boy football IQ gone.
Fall off real bad, boy. Real bad.
The man get you the one beat today. The man beat one man today.
Nothing.
But Dan, here's the thing, right? He didn't have to dribble them. He could have passed and go into space. He chose to want to dribble past 3-4 men. That boy is too stupid, boy. Best we keep Marshall.
Don't bring Marshall into nothing without talking about men stupid, please. Marshall is a big player.
Listen,
but
but I don't
go
want
ahead.
us make top four. Real talk. Back to the
Alright.
original thing. I don't want us make top four. We don't
Alright.
deserve to make top four. Let me start with that. We do not deserve to make top four. Not because we name Manchester United. We have any rights on top four. We don't. And what we gonna make top four to go Europe and do what?
Yeah.
Embarrass? No. To hell with that top four talk. If we make it, we
might
make
do
it.
have Villarreal. You never know.
Huh?
We might do have Villarreal.
Well, let me just get some of the comments on the inside now. Arun on the inside, good night, buddy. Thanks for joining. Kwesi on the inside as well. He's saying Harry Maguire, the man, the myth, the legend. Hey, hello, Wicked, yes. Everson on the inside, good night to you too, buddy. Blessings. He's saying first time I tune in since Ronaldo scored the hat-trick versus Tottenham. Oh, so there's them kind of fellas, by Everson.
Is that a tune in for your little massage, boy?
Nah, you know, have to tune in when we catching the tail, man. It'll be more entertaining.
Yeah.
Darren on the inside,
Go to
man.
bed less stressed.
He's saying best thing happened today is that Spurs and Arsenal lose. Thank God, the best player in the world, though. You know?
Isn't that embarrassing? Jared, we expect Spurs and Arsenal will do Spurs and Arsenal, you know.
Yeah.
They're not doing nothing that's shocking us right now, you know.
And come to think about it earlier, I mean, remember we had a winnable, and I put it in quotes, a winnable run. Had we taken advantage of that, we could have been safely in top four, probably challenging for third place.
Imagine if we won against
Chelsea.
Everton. Imagine if we got the 3 points versus Everton. That was good.
Yeah.
Simple, yeah.
Quasi saying here, now chef, the board done threaten no money for the new manager if we ain't make it to Europe. I think that paper talk. I think so.
Yeah.
With how Ten Hag seemingly coming across in the negotiations, them can't tell he no money.
But that's
Because
talk.
it makes sense. Because anytime they talk about no money, that
That's
sense.
talk.
You win that season with that squad we had.
Of course not.
Yeah, that's suicide. His career, he might as well just throw away his career.
Yeah. He really nice working and in Ajax in Holland
Nice,
to come
safe,
to come
comfy work.
rainy drowsy Manchester United
And get thrown under the bus.
for what?
Yeah.
No.
Because you know Neville and them fellas on them. Going for the trim.
They're going to mash you up fine, boy.
Yeah. Arun saying here Maguire take over Phil Jones' spot for providing memes for the world, right?
Dan, I still find Phil Jones better than Maguire.
Oh God, Phil, let me just
Nah,
leave it as two of them bad now, boy.
Real talk.
Yeah, but still now, boy. I feel Phil Jones might do a better work, boy.
Phil Jones would have done better work.
Tell me buy
He
you.
go last.
Tell me buy you.
Fitness-wise, Jones go last.
Tell me buy you. All about going with buy you.
Yeah, I was wondering that. I wanted to talk about that. We're going to back.
Yeah. Because he can't seem to break into the team. I don't know what's going on.
Nothing.
Let me just
on the bench.
Is he fit?
Yeah, he's on the bench.
Yeah, you're on the bench.
Anderson saying here, agree with chefs. Start to build from the ground up and forget about Europe. Alright. Everton saying God bless his soul, and he's talking about Maguire. Hey Jody on the inside, man, blessed night to you. He's saying I was almost right. We nearly lose the game.
Hey, Jody is one troll. Jody like he does just wait for me to post thing to start me, you know.
Kian on the inside. Way buddy. Thanks for joining, man. Devendra on the inside too. Good night to you. He's saying we had lost today. Glazers out movement would have shake. Oh, he said had we lost today, the Glazers out movement would have shake down Trafford. Would that have been bad though? Well, I mean, Jody saying earlier, leave Maguire alone, let the man do Maguire things. Yeah. Man, he have a couple more games and then that is it. Right? Kian saying here, first time I seen this. Best player and we barely fifth. Right? Dwayne on the inside as well. Thanks for joining, man. He's saying good night straight out of New Jersey. NJ, glad, man. Thanks for joining. He's saying glad for the win, but I want us to finish 7th or 8th. No European football next season. Yeah, and I think Chef was saying that. And Jody, last comment, Jody saying Chef is loving the house. We know Jody has come
Always,
to
my
chuck.
brother. Always,
Yeah,
always.
Jody's come to chuck little fire and thing.
Yeah, you chill on
Anyway,
the corn and run. Chuck the fire and
Yeah.
run.
so tell me, I think I got from JP and Chef, and I know Phil dismissed the question already. So Nico, tell me, you feel we should just, you feel we can make it?
As with everybody else, we don't deserve it. Definitely, we don't deserve it. We can be hoping that other teams drop points for us to make the top four. You know, we have been struggling against all of the bottom teams, all right, and the teams that we competed against, trashing the bottom teams so easily. But however, for some reason, I find West Ham having a decent season. But when I watch, I say, well, wait now. But we still all our points are above West Ham. And West Ham, to me, has been having a spectacular season. But we still above them. And I really wonder how. You know, so
The league
I just
form.
saying that. Eh?
Their league form drop away bad since January.
Right. So I'm saying that to mean maybe we not as bad as we maybe really is. Maybe we as fans, we as fans want more, we expecting more, we're not getting what we want. But then when you watch the table,
Nico,
still with that chance.
Your surname is Imbert.
Wait me by that.
I gotta put it
Because you can't be trying to feed me that kind of bullshit this already day, you know. And when we smile and take it, you know.
but
So
still-
now I have
but
to ask
still,
if
you
you
watch
use the
the
finance
table-
minister, you know.
If you watch the table, Chef, we still have a let me say a mathematical chance, right? Just
Yeah, we
as
do.
Spurs or Arsenal, and watch it terrible form we have been in
But
the
that
entire
is not.
season.
But it's only because teams around us dropping points and things.
Well, right. So that's my point.
Here-
so
here-
if it
here's-
is team
here's-
around us dropping
here's-
points,
here's
is
how
it
you
that
put
they
it, right?
deserve it more than us?
Here's
But
how-
they're
here-
dropping the
here's how I
same
put it.
points? Why?
Here's how I gonna put. Here's how I gonna put it. Right.
Uh-huh.
Let me say top four is a company. There's a company called Top Four.
Right.
And Top Four has to choose one more employee from 4 clones. These 4
Right.
clones are Arsenal, Man United, Spurs, and West Ham. 4 clones,
Right.
right? Top four
Yeah.
got to choose from one of these 4 clones. Again, if Top Four choose Man United, Top Four is choosing Man United because Man United deserve it. If Top Four choose Spurs, top is because Spurs deserve it, and I can say the same with the other 2 teams, right? By the end of the day, right now, Top Four is out of our hands, right? If we don't get European football, there will be some sponsorships that will be dropped, and we won't be probably getting in some money from those sponsorships. By the end of the day, my focus right now isn't even on Europe. My focus is on Ten Hag implementing a philosophy into 8 or 7 possible and potential first teamers who are hungry, who are young, and who want to play for this badge instead of the name on the back, right? So whether we get Europe or not, don't care. I just want
Chef,
Ten Hag to turn it around.
I mean, Chef, Phil, right? However,
Yeah.
you say that top 4 is not in our hands, but I believe it's in our hands.
Nah, it's not.
The only reason not in our hands because I know, as Ralph would have said, it's highly unlikely we're gonna beat Liverpool.
All right, from a performance,
Bro, we know winning that
from
game.
a performance perspective, it kind of is in our hands, but from a mathematical perspective, it's not in our hands.
Right? So, as
Or
I
is
said,
it vice
right,
versa?
if it is that Spurs or Arsenal could make it with the points they're dropping, right? And then when they get it, we say they deserve it, right? Then if it is that we make it, then we deserve it too.
Based on
That's
the
my
running,
thing.
based on the runnings that we have, because we still got to play Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Arsenal still got to play the North London Derby. Still got to play Chelsea in their game in hand, and still got to play West Ham, right?
I think all the teams kind of even. All the teams even in terms of the games.
Yeah, in terms of who
Yeah.
are the play, who it's about even right now.
Yeah.
Yes, and I say so. If we end up making it, as poor as we have been, and I said it from my first statement, we don't deserve it. But as poor as we have been, if we make it, then we deserve
Be
it.
lucky. Then that's all
I
it is.
think,
We're just lucky.
The way I look at it, I look at the whole season, right, Nico? The start of the season, the signings that we make and the ambition that the club had. And then Arsenal started the season and Tottenham started the season were terrible. We were
Yeah,
laughing at Arsenal fans, ever Arsenal brethren. I was throwing him at the start of the season. So the move that Arsenal and Tottenham make to reach where they reach, even West Ham exceeding expectations so far. But this name, Manchester United, we expected to be up there.
yeah,
So we don't deserve it. The moves that those clubs made from where they started the season, they deserve it more. That's how I look at it. If we get it, we get it.
All right.
But in terms of deserving it, the signings we make, we're not even supposed to be thinking about looking behind our shoulder and studying who behind us make that up for. We should be comfortably or even competing with Liverpool and Man City. That is what we were hoping for this season.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
But
the
we
thing,
also have to be realistic of where we are.
yeah,
But
Oh
I
yeah.
fully agree. We don't deserve it.
yeah. We just got two comments here, and then we can move on to team sheets and selections. Simeon saying here, schedule is different for everyone, so you can't judge till everyone plays everyone twice. We just messed up our easier stretch. That's correct. You know, it's at that patch we really thought we were supposed to win, and I think that's when Ragnick had just taken over. All
Just
right.
saying, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Dwayne saying here, Nico, that is mediocrity thinking. Man United is not a mediocre club, and we should be in the top four comfortable every season. This hoping thing, yeah. I mean, but
Yeah.
I think we come to the realization where we at right now, Dwayne, that
Well, I know
we
when
had a
I
hope.
say
We had a hope.
Dwayne, I think Dwayne still viewing Manchester United as the club it was 10 years ago. Because in my humble opinion, Manchester is very much a mediocre team and a mediocre club that just have real money and a storied history that's getting them by right now. But outside of that,
We ain't saying nothing.
Manchester, as a man say, Manchester is the new Arsenal.
Big this week.
That's real
Um,
disrespectful.
Has to
Jesus
discover
Sacho on
that.
the inside. He's saying, well, can't wait for the reset. Yeah, yeah. Kendall Gooding on the inside. Thanks for joining, man. He's saying you guys can't be serious about saying we don't care about top four or Europe at all. Whether we play good football or not, the higher we finish, the more games and the better teams we'll face to get better with Ten Hag. We need to compete against the best. What do you all think about that?
I don't get
He
I don't get
so
that I don't get that comment. I don't get that
he
comment.
don't understand where we coming from.
Yeah, I don't get that comment because at the end of the day, just because you're a club of a certain stature, that doesn't mean you deserve something, right? If you're
All
playing
I
shit,
want to know.
if you're playing shit, you're
And
playing shit.
and
That's the
okay,
thing.
so let's
Yeah.
use that point he made that if we play against the better teams, then we will be playing better football, right? That's his reasoning, right? We play in Europe this year. Has our football gotten better? I dare say our football has continued to nosedive. So try your best with that. And this is why people just laugh at Manchester United fans because a lot of Manchester United fans head in the clouds still thinking that we deserve these things. We don't deserve nothing.
But
We don't. I'm
I don't
sorry
get
to say.
I don't get this comment where you say whether we play good football or not. I don't get that. We have to play good football. Period.
Of course,
Period.
of course. I
If we
and
play,
I want men to understand where I am coming from. Ten Hag is coming based. And I'm thinking all things considered, right? He is coming. He's going to inherit practically a new squad with a lot of young players coming back. We hope. Why is it then that you want to get these young fellas coming in to go in Europe to battle while we're trying to build cohesion? Or you can tell me if I'm wrong, but doesn't it make more sense to not have Europe for one season or two, that you build a
Chef,
team?
you wicked boy. Two?
Yeah, one
Dan.
season.
Nah, buddy. Nah, nah,
But
nah,
dog,
nah.
all you making it sound, all
Nah,
you making it sound like if we've been playing in Europe regular.
no,
We
we have.
haven't been
We
playing in
have.
Europe regular.
We haven't. We
We've
haven't.
been playing in Europa
Europa
regular.
League. Europa League.
I would
Yeah.
say, I will honestly take Europa League because that's the level we're at right now. We cannot even we're struggling to get top four in our domestic league.
Thank you.
What makes us think that we're going to be even better off getting Champions League football, right? Yeah, people can say, yeah, Villarreal beat Bayern Munich. By the end of the day, when Man United come up against these sort of teams, we get run over, we get turned around.
We
Everybody
just
gets
look
turned around.
ordinary.
Yeah,
Dan, Atletico Madrid beat us, you know. Atletico Madrid with the most only you know, people just talk. I just watch all football, all. As a football peon. Dan, Atletico Madrid play real shit this season, you know. Until the meet us, you know. Over the two legs, we make them look like world beaters, you know. Atletico Madrid? Come now, man, don't do that now.
Maybe they are the pedigree. They are the pedigree for the Champions League.
We don't.
And that what Kendall will be saying. Maybe that will be build the pedigree from.
We
Play
don't have
play
it.
at that level. Play at that level. You start to build that pedigree. You get the experience. That the next season you might be better off it.
we got
I don't see it so.
individuals who have played in the Champions League. That don't count for nothing.
No,
Yeah.
maybe the players we are now. No, we need new players. We need
For
new
sure.
players.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
Chad.
from what we see like from players like Rashford at the moment, with the pedigree he should have had by now, with the exposure that he would have had across multiple competitions, not only club football, international football, and
Yep.
nothing.
Yeah.
Dan, you know what is real bother me, boy? When I watch Marcus Rashford and at his age, and then take a look at Foden and Pedri, Dan, that is bother me, boy. That this man just not getting. You're watching Foden. This man getting more and more bitter, boy. This boy for Chelsea.
Monk,
Next English player,
Mount.
Mason
Mount. What you could see them fellas now putting the side on the back. That we can't depend on Marcus Rashford for nothing except some kind of lame apology on social media, bruh.
Well,
We're not trying to hear you, you know.
Chef, why does wonder we didn't put too much pressure on Marcus Rashford from too young?
That's what pressure he had on him.
What you mean? Rashford was the golden
If
boy.
you-
Rashford was the savior man United at a point in time. you
Think
know.
about it.
We can't forget
Think
that.
about it. Every
forget that.
Rashford
People
came into the team under which manager?
Van
Van
Gaal.
Gaal.
Van Gaal, right?
Rangel.
Yeah.
Right. And if you're really watching, even though they brought him into the first team, they will gradually bring him in, you know. They didn't want to. I remember an interview, Van Gaal talk about that with the young players, we don't want to put too much pressure on them.
But
Is,
Rashford came into the first team because Martial was injured in that Europa League.
Yep.
In that Europa League final,
Yeah.
right? Listen,
Yeah.
There
right?
was
Because
2 or 3
a lot-
injuries
a
and never happened.
a lot of people talk about we put pressure on Marcus Rashford, right? But yeah, this guy scored on his Europa League debut. This guy scored on his England debut. This guy scored on his Champions League debut. This guy scored on his Manchester Derby debut. This guy scored on his first match versus Arsenal. Well, at the end of the day, when he does his 5 things, you're like, okay, well, this is the guy I'm gonna
Let me
look
see.
for goals. Let me see what's going on.
Dan, in the last.
Just now, eh?
And that is why I
Oh,
want to have patience with him. He having a bad season, and that's why I try to not. Go
But this is
into
not.
Canada
This not
Rashford.
happening this season alone.
Last season, coming to the end of last season, he was terrible because remember earlier on at the beginning of the previous season, Rashford was rated as one of the highest in terms of the price for a young player. He was number 1 on that list the season before. So it's somewhere halfway into the season he started to drop off.
I will come down on a lot of our young players because I do agree with JP that probably over, Rashford's career, he played too much football where too much we were relying on him too much. Because even when Jose
Too
Mourinho
soon?
came in, even when Jose Mourinho came in, Jose Mourinho said for a young player, Rashford has a lot of minutes. So he can't consider him as
He had
inexperienced.
300 games already, you know.
You understand? So just hear me out.
You know.
Yeah, because and just hear this point I'm making, right? Because we're looking at Foden, right? I believe had Manchester United been better in terms of, or instead of just trying to get results, focus on developing our younger players, then I believe Rashford may not have played as much games as he did. Because look at Foden. Foden levels above Rashford. But you just see Pep playing here every game. It has sometimes 2-3 games.
Pep
Sometimes
says
2-3 games
from
Foden
Pep
even
says from the
playing.
get-go.
Playing,
I
yeah.
want
But I want to say something.
But let me just finish this point, right? And then
Yeah.
Philly will jump in, right?
Yeah.
But so the point I'm making is that had the club been a little more intentional and intelligent with how we play in our young players, then chances are right now Marcus Rashford would not be burnt out because he would not be playing so much football, right? And you would have taken the chance. One, he wasn't getting a number 10, right? Because when you put a number 10 jersey on his back, you're swelling his head, and then you're putting unbelievable pressure on that young man to deliver every single game, right?
Age
So we
increase.
do a lot of things wrong that worked against proper development for these players. Same thing with Mason Greenwood. Same thing with Anthony Martial. You know what I'm saying? So I have an issue. Yeah, and you see what we do with Ilanga. So the way our club let's go, I won't be surprised next season if Ilanga get a big number 8 or something. We always doing these things with players. What number 4 on this way? What number 4 on this way?
47.
47.
Why it is 4 still wearing 47? You understand what I'm saying? So the thing about it is Rashford is a victim, along with other players, are victims of our club's inability to properly invest and develop young players.
You know, two players who get the same amount of minutes as Marcus Rashford or even more, Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. Show me that same energy as well. To Kylian Mbappe. Kylian
Pedri.
Mbappe at Monaco was getting minutes with the likes of Falco and Berbatov. Kylian
the young-
Mbappe made the France
young
national
from-
team.
the
at
young
the age of
from
17
Barcelona.
and 18.
Right.
Went to win a World Cup. Kylian Mbappe
Yeah.
cost 240 million from PSG, from Monaco to PSG, and that guy is still getting minutes and is younger than Marcus Rashford.
Right. And every team, every player that you call there, we can go back and look at how the coaching system, the structure, the club, right? We can look at all that and see what these fellas had it.
The players are around them.
Yeah, even the players they were in ideal situations.
But
That's what I could argue. I could argue that, you know.
Erling
Better,
Haaland,
you can't come with that talk.
Erling
You cannot
Haaland,
I am a firm believer. I am a firm believer. If Van Gaal, with all his boring football, if Van Gaal was still in charge, we may have seen a better the same group of young fellas I was talking about just now. We may have seen a better output from them fellas now. That is my
Really?
opinion.
I agree
think
with
also
you.
but I think also the club, the structure in the club would not allow that because the English are not investing. So if you have a player that seems to do well, then you have to play he because they're not going to invest in another player to cover the position that he could play. So in terms of the structure in the club, the club was when they invest. So yeah,
I totally agree with Reem. I totally agree with Reem that our Manchester United's player development has gone to the dogs. I agree with you fully that we do not manage young players at all. We don't. Sinfully. But that being said, Phil just counter you proper there. That even though you said Foden and these other two young fellas and them was managed better by the respective clubs, Haaland and Mbappe since 17 them fellas have been playing non-stop at every single. And here's the thing:
Erling
they're
Haaland has
playing
been a
non-stop.
first team. Erling Haaland has been a first team starter from Mold, from RB Salzburg, and from
Yeah,
also Dortmund. Kylian Mbappe made the French national team at the age of 18 and started, not bench, and started.
I still think it
so
different. I
then
still
we
think
had
it
to
different.
speak about it. Speaks to the players and their mental.
Thank you. Thank you.
It
Thank you.
does.
Thank you.
It
Thank
Well,
you.
well,
does.
man,
Let
well,
me be
You
real.
are
well,
not
And
serious.
let me tell you something. Manchester United players, and I'm not talking about just Rashford. I am talking about even other players. Something is not right because I've never seen a group of players with such a weak mentality, boy.
Well,
It shows.
Chef, let me just jump in here. And this is why I was getting at, because you talk about a certain group of players who are around the same age group with Mbappe and Haaland, right? But let's look at the team on a whole, right? And this is why I'm saying where the issue coming from the club that a player would represent. Because I am certain, had Mbappe moved from Monaco to Manchester United, chances are he might have been in the
Done.
same boat with Rashford.
Yeah.
Because tell me, since post Fergie, how many players in our squad have improved? We bring Pogba, we bring Ronaldo, we bring Mkhitaryan, we bring Zlatan, we bring Lukaku. So much big players, right? And how
And
many
they
of
come
them
Manchester and just
have
fail.
have improved? And as I'm saying, it comes down to the club and how the club invests in players. If I just buy a player just to go out on the field and you just play, you just make time score goals for me, then how is that helping the individual player develop?
I think there's a big issue at Manchester
Yeah.
United.
I am
Yeah.
telling, because we have seen no player like Bruno Fernandes. As much as he's not one of my the players I fancy, he came in hot and sweaty, bam bam bam, and since then he
Yeah,
has
tough enough.
deteriorated.
Yeah,
He was
yes.
he is
Well,
on the down now.
One player I'm so glad we did not sign because he would probably be a sideman right now. Jude Bellingham.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Look,
Yeah.
and
We not
Phil,
spoil
that is
you.
that is a perfect
And that's the point.
example.
That's the point right there. Yeah.
We not
Don't-
spoil him.
He
don't-
went.
Don't get me wrong. Dortmund over the last 10 to
They
15
develop
years have
players.
been known for developing players from your
Exactly.
Aubameyang, Marcus Royce,
Definitely.
Shinji Kagawa.
Both
These guys
Yeah.
have developed, right?
And look at
They're known for that.
look at Jadon Sancho for Dortmund and look at him at Man United.
So,
That should tell all you. That should tell all you.
Wow.
Pork and cheese.
You know, let me just get some comments, guys. The conversation going good. Granger man, thanks for joining. Saying way a little better here, boy. Let me put some perspective for you, Granger man. Right? We are passionate about our club, but we've also
Our standards
we
are high.
real. Yeah, we real.
Our standards are high.
We real.
We started supporting Manchester United when they were winning, right?
Yeah.
Why is it 2022 and we are lowering our standards? Our standards are high. I'm bitter.
And,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry, but I ain't dropping my standards at all. Because
just
it's
calling it as
supposed
it
to be a
is.
big club.
That is where we at right now, so we calling it where we at. You know, we
Of
know
course.
we want our club to be better, but we just calling it as it is right now. We hoping for better, right? So I hope all understand, but we open to everybody's views and opinions here, right?
Yeah.
Everson saying here, question, gentlemen, when exactly have our football form and points taken a dive? After all was fired on that, just a question, eh? And I think we touched on this.
Before Oli
last week,
Yeah, it was way before Oli.
Well, you got
Yeah.
I could counter that question with another question. Why was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer fired?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Simeon saying
I
here.
want, go ahead. Let me take the
Simeon,
question.
yeah, Simeon saying here, I think most of us are afraid of the message that would be sent to the board if we make top 4. They pretty much sabotage the team this year after January and still expecting top 4. That's a good point, Simeon. Kendall saying here, it's simple. The 3 teams fighting for 4th are the same level. So apart from top 3, everyone else far off the top. So do you want to cancel 4th position because we're not playing well? If we get 4th, then we deserve it. So we must drop to must we drop to 10th to rebuild? Foolish. We can rebuild from any level with the right coach and mentality. And earlier we might disagree, but Kendall have a good point here.
That's a good
You have
point. That's a
yeah,
good
you have
point.
a very good point here. All right. He's also saying Chef fighting on Rashford and comparing against other average players. Our entire team not playing well. So obviously the team deflated and good players not getting assists or fed up front. We are not
Dan,
creative, so all
Dan, let me
forwards
tell
look
you
bad.
Or
something. Eh?
feed, or assist,
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
As somebody who studying right now to do my coaching badges and thing, and I grew up around football. You know what I just watch? Basics. That's why I just watch basic. I just watch logic. Dan, a player could be out of form, right? That's agreed. Any player, a man is human, he allowed to be in and out of form. But brother man, you cannot tell me you're seeing 3 defenders in front of you, and you always, instead of raising your head, looking to make a pass and run off, you telling me that because the rest of the team not playing good, you had to continue to try to pass them 3 men, and he does it every single game. Marcus Rashford never looks for let me bounce it. Let me build my confidence a little bit. So as much as I agree, yes, the entire team is playing garbage. Dan, I just talk about your basic fundamentals, that seems to have gone
Just to add
way
on,
out the door.
just to add on to what add on to what Chef said, right? The longer you keep on following football, you realize that football is played with up here and not with just your legs and hands.
That's right.
Which matter look today?
Dan, watch how Mata look today.
Yeah.
Matter change the football today.
Watch how Matic look. Dan, let me tell you something. It has hurt me that we signed Matic at such an old age, because that man is a class player.
I wanted Matic long before he went Chelsea. I remember
Long before.
I was
Yeah.
fuming when Chelsea signed that man,
Dan, so this is my thing. Yes, we could say that how the team not playing well and it might influence men, but dog, I'm trying to tell you, yes, men mightn't get feed, but we're not dealing with him. That's an entire different conversation. I just dealing with when he does have the ball, what he does with it. And it's not he alone. We're talking about him now, but we just give Bruno Fernandes the same energy. Let me be real. We just give Pogba the same energy. It's just right now we're talking about Rashford.
Yeah, yeah. And all the point that I was making, and I don't want to talk for JP, but I do agree that Rashford, decision making has always been something that annoyed me. But beyond that, I really think he suffered, for lack of proper coaching and club
Guidance.
guidance. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that. I don't disagree with that at all.
All right, cool.
Before Ronaldo, who we had, and we keep shifting Rashford around too, because either he's a winger or he was a striker, so we were playing him either or. So it's like you interfere with his development as a player too, because before Ronaldo was the striker we had that was a proper, consistently performing striker on top there. It always came down to either way we shift Rashford in the position. And he not comfortable playing that position too, and he could see it. So he didn't really develop in any one position. I mean, if you want him to be that dynamic player, then maybe he can't handle that, and I don't understand that he is better as a winger, and keep him out there.
Here we're going on, right? Because in the next 2 to 3 months, we'll be bringing in Eric Ten Hag and company, right? Eric Ten Hag for the last probably 3 to 4 years have been one of the best development coaches out there, right? Guy worked under Pep Guardiola. The guy knows that Ajax is a feeder club, but still keeps on developing Ajax teams to compete not only in Eredivisie, but also in Champions League as well too, right? I will give Marcus Rashford until next year, January, to be working under Eric Ten Hag. If he cannot get the same thing into the same role as like your Kylian Mbappe, then I'm totally giving up on him.
I can live
I
with
don't,
that.
I don't, I don't have a
That's fair.
problem with that
That's
at all.
fair. I
can
think
live
that's
with
fair.
that.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's
Because
a
the
manager.
kind of
There has
money.
to be a reason.
Chef, it right now for the last 2 to 3 years, it don't get better than Eric Ten Hag. It don't get better than that.
Done.
Yeah.
Let me be real.
Yes.
I was watching, is it ESPN FC? One of them. And one of the commentators, you know what the man said? He was like, finally, Manchester signed a sensible manager. And this is not knocking all the other managers, you know. You know why he would say,
If you didn't say that about
Ragnick. Exactly.
no,
Exactly. Exactly.
understand what he said. Dan Ragnick was never going to be a full-time manager. You
Nah.
know that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but
You
I
know
think
that.
what Nico
But
was
what
saying
I'm
is
saying
the club inability to properly back a manager that have the pedigree.
yes, man. And you're signing a manager who is coming with his he is known, as Phil just said, as a developing manager, as a manager who, no matter how much players Ajax sell, that man is finding a proper 15 every season to make them still noteworthy. And I personally think, boy, it might sound real jokey, but the stars align for the club, for the board, and for this manager right now, you know. Because when you look
you said about
at
Oli,
how much, huh?
you said about Oli, you know.
No, I never said about Oli, man.
What?
No,
Never.
not you, not you. He
When
said
Oli
they.
come, when Oli come and there's 10 games on the run, back to back to back. You understand? We said he starts
Damn.
line up for this man.
Ask men about me and that Ole thing. I was, Dad, I'm telling you, I realize by now I real bitter, you know, and I don't just get caught up in nonsense, you know. That Manchester United has been making bad decisions year after year after year.
When we signed Mourinho too,
I got come
to
what Nico said, right? So let's go to all the managers that we had post Fergie, right? First was David Moyes.
Yeah.
We can admit that the fan base was divided on David Moyes, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Sure,
After David Moyes was Van Gaal, fan base still divided, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. After Van Gaal was Jose Mourinho, fan base was definitely divided. Divided.
But there's still
I was anti Mourinho. Go ahead.
Correct.
I was for Mourinho.
Wait. From Mourinho, we go to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
No, well, it's not a big divide.
Fan base still divided. Eric Ten Hag, in my opinion, I have never seen a more united fan base in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Everybody is for Eric Ten Hag. There may be one or two people that say, I prefer Poch, right? But if you ask maybe 1,000 United fans across the world, 900 could say that they are for Ten Hag, 50 could be for Poch, and 50 could be like, I don't know who Eric Ten Hag is. Right?
And what is the reason for that?
For they not knowing who Eric Ten Hag is?
No, I want to answer me. What is the reason you think the fan base is so much for this signing?
Now, here's the thing, right? There's the fan base that has followed Eric Ten Hag. There's the fan base who have friends who have followed Eric Ten Hag and just based on what is going on social media. And then there's fans who probably have like friends in Amsterdam who tell them about Eric Ten Hag, right? If you have been following Eric Ten Hag from 2017 till now, you will see the greatness that Eric Ten Hag has instilled in developing youth players in terms of philosophy, in terms of getting teams to play a certain way that he has. But the main factor is that the players are young and that they follow his philosophy, right?
Yeah.
And I cannot wait till the reset button is pressed on this club we call Manchester United. I cannot wait.
And
So,
You preach here, but I preach with 10. I get
Nah,
I
can't
get this guy put 10 on the back.
This Sunday service, man.
And this is what I said when I go back to what I said about the stars aligning. That if we think about it, right at this moment, that man is the best coach out there for what Manchester United team is going to be at the end of this season. Then you're talking about 9 players out of contract gone. Thank you, Jesus. 9 gone.
We miss out on Pep and we miss out on Jurgen Klopp. We cannot miss out
Yeah.
on Eric Ten Hag. We cannot.
Yeah, 9
Alright,
players
so-
gone. There's so much great young players to bring into this team. I'm telling you facts. And people has, but I've been saying it so long. I prefer to lose with my young players who learning on the trot. Because I know, listen, give them time. Dan had these big imps on them who paying 300 and something $1,000 out. Dan, I wanted to pelt my phone when I see Manchester talk that notices about making with this clown Pogba the most expensive player in the league. Boy, F yeah.
All right, guys. All right. So let me just get some.
Chef,
Chef hot tonight. Chef hot tonight.
I guess I want to pour some cold water
That
on your wine.
because no, people only talk about you just be hard on Pogba, you just be hard on Pogba. Dan, this man has been by us for 4 or 5 years. What do you do?
All right. So
I think the pieces
Jason
are
the
wrong. It wasn't
inside.
the right pieces.
Yeah, Jason the inside.
Yeah,
Good night.
Yes.
yeah.
He's
Pieces
saying,
wasn't
"Oh,
right.
So
JP."
Jace, so Jace.
All right,
So Jace,
nice,
team.
nice. Fellas, so we had a break for a word from our sponsors, and then we will get back into it, right?
All right, right. So Proglo Collision Center, right, offers services, auto body repair and refinish, muffler repair, replacement of auto body parts, windscreen replacements. You could also get your quotation for your vehicular repairs, right? If you look at the pic here, you're seeing some before and after pictures. Excellent job done by Proglo Collision. Contact numbers 317-2599 and 721-7368. Yeah.
All right, so thank you very much, ProGlow, for sponsoring our show today. And if anybody y'all out there and you're interested in sponsoring, contact us now, and we'll be sure we'll be willing to accept, what you could offer to help the program. All right. So guys, I know the discussion went in a very good direction, because we're passionate and we want to talk about our club, right? But I really want to go in on the game a little bit, right? I want to talk about the team sheets because I want to get your thoughts because they were, we saw a very, very attacking, team from Ralph. And I know hindsight is always so ideal and perfect, because you could use actual as reference. But how did you all see, the team faring? Knowing it's Norwich City, they are the bottom club. We didn't have Fred or McTominay, right? And we needed the boost. So how you all felt about this 11 that Ragnick put out today, JP?
Usual first man name always Christian Maguire. I don't care if he's the captain. I don't care whatever it is. Maguire's first name. I always question. Playing in midfield by himself was always a big question mark. You cannot ask Pogba to do that whole in midfield role. So it would have had to be either sacrifice Pogba or he wouldn't sacrifice Bruno. He bring in Lingard in this game, which was kind of strange to leave out a proper defensive mid in Matic. Lingard performed well at the end of the day, but I have to say, with Fred and McTominay being out, I would have expected to see Matic start in this game.
Yeah, I would
Nice. Good.
I would have swapped. I wouldn't have started Lingard. I would have put Pogba in Lingard's position. I put Matic in Pogba's position, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anybody else?
For me, where Chef?
Jared, I just find as the back end of the season, I understand that logically we're still fighting for top four, but I find that would have been a perfect opportunity to push Lindelof into that defensive mid position. Serious talk.
But we never saw him play there, so or is it that you saw him play there? Is it just
The only reason I'm gonna disagree with Chef is because it's the business end of the season, right? If it was early in the season, I would have probably experimented with that. But since it's the business end of the season and the board has said, you know what, yeah, you're playing shit, but Ralph, remember, I still want to be playing European football next season, right? So
Yeah.
I just rather put the players in their rightful position and then maybe experiment with that. Let's say in preseason, maybe gotta go to like Thailand and Australia, right? I don't mind that.
That being said, is Norwich we playing bottom of the table, so go all out attack. But
And I thought so too.
Manchester doing Manchester things that I don't know about all you, but I wasn't surprised because this team, we don't have any faith at all in this club, in this team right now. So we could put out anybody. That we start off so good, you know. We start off good, you know. And then, as usual, well, we know what happened.
For me, I mean, I saying fight fire with fire because we don't trust the defense, right?
Yeah.
We don't trust them. So here what? Let me just try to outscore teams now because that's what we are to do, right?
Yep.
We can't expect winning that game to hold a clean sheet. So here, when you see that clean sheet thing, forget that, right? That's how I see the team sheet today, right? When I watch the team sheet, I say, yeah, what, right? This game is a 5-4 kind of game. We win this game 5-4. I feel that what Ralph going for because he tried too much, trying to have us have a proper structure defensively, and he just fed up with it working. It ain't working. So yeah, what they all they want to do, or do all they want, right? That's outscore them. And that's how it looked to me today because it barely had any logic other than that, right? Just going to outscore Norwich, and that is it.
Dan, you know the funny thing is, Norwich are playing nothing, you know. You know what Norwich did? They were great at counter-attack today.
Counter, yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that they're the English version of Atletico Madrid, then? That's all it is.
I don't think the defensively as good as Atletico Madrid though.
Nah. But that's all Norwich do. Norwich, no, because every team knows that Manchester United is not able to keep up the pressure for 90 minutes. So here what? Let me ride with luck. Even at 2-0, Norwich know they're going to give us chances. Boom. We nick one just before the half. So we in it now.
What was that goal, Chef? But still, what that first goal, right? As a centre back, where Maguire was going.
That was not that was Teller's fault. That was Teller's fault.
No, centre back.
That was so much Teller's fault. That
was the joke, eh? We blaming Maguire. But that was a couple of players' fault, you know.
That was meant to get blamed.
So let we start with not one midfielder step to the ball.
Yeah.
Pogba was lost. Pogba realized after the ball now coming up with a cross. Oh gosh, I had to make up ground now.
But it's not enough, man. It's not enough.
And then tell us now. He gets stuck into the play.
Okay,
but I don't know. He gets stuck into the play, but here the joke. The centre back playing centre back. So you reckon where you was going?
I don't know. I don't know.
Where you
I don't know where he gone. He just vacate a big space.
All I'm gonna say is that I'm looking forward to when we gotta make 5 substitutions next season. I'm looking forward to that.
Say that? I didn't hear you, Phil. What is that?
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I'm looking forward to when we have to make 5 substitutions next season.
Yeah.
Let me just get some comments here, guys. Simeon saying here, how Hannibal go get sweat if we can't put away Norwich at home to give the youth a sweat.
I was hoping even Garnacho.
Well, we was hoping to see the youth today.
Yeah, even Kurt saying I was hoping Hannibal played, this game. Maybe against Arsenal.
The only way he getting a sweat against Arsenal is if we leading. And leading.
And then Mata look good today. You understand?
Yeah, Mata.
So he'll revert to experience.
He'll go back to Mata first.
Yeah.
Even before Hannibal.
for me with the game, and I would tell you guys that is Norwich we playing now. I know Man United have the capability to how who did say by spoil vomit, right? I know
Yeah.
we could
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that, but I was still hopeful when I saw Ralph go out with that team. And Nico mentioned it. He always trying to protect the back four. You know what? Why not just go for it? All right? Because Norwich defense have mistakes, and although we saw it today. Right? Now, we started this game real good. But the fact that we didn't have a proper midfield, knowing that our defense shaky, I always knew there was the possibility that Norwich could
yeah.
have
We have to keep on scoring.
Yeah, they could have counter punch we, right? So, or sucker puncher, sorry. So I am this the first chance that Norwich got where they had to come out big. I tell myself, I say, oh yeah, as happy
it's
as
that.
I am to see this team attacking, it's gonna be easy. When I saw that, I tell myself it's not gonna be easy. Right? Because we're not disciplined. We're not disciplined in midfield. Right now, you could play. You don't have to play defensive midfielders to be disciplined in midfield. Because you look at how certain teams just play. All they do is be disciplined, be intelligent, move the ball around. You're playing against a team that's not going to possess the ball. So be calculated. And this is my issue with Manchester United right now. We have a lot of players who going out there to be individuals. We talked about this before. Everybody's seen the name in the light, in the headlights. Everybody, the amount of people I see try bicycle today. You understand?
Yeah.
And these are the things.
Not try that. Oh God, I need see too.
The point I'm making, the point I'm making is that we need players to play intelligent football as opposed to, because I looking at some of the passes, I see Bruno get a ball. You want to keep the ball. You don't have defensive players in the midfield. I see Bruno get a ball. Sancho stand up there free. Bruno try to reverse the ball, and the defender who was about 2 or 3 yards off him with it.
What about why don't any dregs though? When you kick out the ball just so, when you try to keep possession, then you kick out the ball.
Dan,
if you don't have it, you don't have it, right? If you don't have it, you don't have it, right?
But what about Pogba? Dog, Pogba gets some. Because I watch Pogba.
I find Pogba had an okay game. I find Pogba had an okay game. I find Pogba had an okay game.
Chef coming down real hard on Pogba.
Yeah,
because he was shit.
Until he man kick him in the head. Right? It's only after when he kick in the head, he started playing rubbish.
What?
Think about it. Who was supposed to Pogba in our midfield? Pogba was alone because you see Jesse was looking back sometimes.
Everybody was playing so advanced. Bruno was playing advanced. Lingard,
he was
Elanga,
isolated in our midfield.
Sancho.
Who was supposed to be there? Who was supposed to be there?
Not controlling balls on the line and not Megan man.
But still, I find he wasn't bad, Chef. Until he kicking the head.
He wasn't pulling up trees, but he wasn't bad.
Dan.
Chef,
you know why I don't come.
You don't see any man getting 300 and something and you vex. You understand?
What?
How much money you say you don't want to get Pogba from just there?
500.
The one thing you get 500.
You just see 500 and you vex.
Yeah, but you don't deserve it.
Let him get 500.
Nah, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. And you know what? Dan, I'll tell you something. I just come down the hardest on players who I have certain expectations about. Paul Pogba. Dan, Pogba is a player. I was one of them. Was mad when Fergie had let him go.
Yeah.
But Chef, when you watch Pogba for France, you say the same thing. When you watch Pogba for France,
this road?
No, but I said. Because when you watch Pogba for France, right?
So you trying to tell me
you just be glad that you're affiliated with a player of Pogba ilk and caliber playing for your team, but just for some reason you don't see the same quality for Manchester United. But is that Pogba's fault?
And why is that?
I don't blame Pogba. I blame the pieces around him.
Correct. And we had stupid ass coaches in the last 5 years. So
I blame the pieces around them because he can't be. This weekend he can't be so good for France, and the next weekend he looking for United. Nah, I don't think Jockey is on that solo.
I find that excuse has been used too much.
No,
but if it's the truth, Chef, if it's the truth,
you have to really look like Pogba in our team.
listen to me. The reason why he could be like that too is he's not playing for a whole year for France. Pogba averages how much games since he come first? Pogba up to now cannot play a full season. And yet
Yeah,
still
but-
you want to make high demand?
No, but footballers are very physical. Is a very physically demanding.
So he's the only
on the
so
body.
he's the only player on the side now. It have been playing
man,
every
that
game.
man is getting injured.
The man
It's
get
a very
injured.
few. It's a
Maguire?
very few
Come on,
games.
Maguire. And you
Yeah,
ain't want
it's
to
a very
be
few
playing.
games. It's a very few players who's last through the season, and one is
Yes.
Maguire, the other one is Bruno Fernandes. Everybody just get injured.
Everybody's Luke Shaw's be out. Veranda's be out.
Yeah.
You know?
I forget Varane, yes.
But I thought today that De Gea, for me, De Gea,
Good that he has
Elanga.
saved, you know what?
yeah, because you see that save De Gea pull off watch me that I feel
that
the
was
game would be
true,
different. Yeah,
That was
that
true.
game would be different.
There's 3 saves that David De Gea pull off that I tell myself, boy, Norwich going back.
The man
to
is the
penalty
best.
kill.
The man is still the best in the world.
And they picking him for Spain. Eh? Wow.
De Gea real fine back form this season.
No, but earlier I want to even point out Elanga today, right? Because Elanga contributed to the first goal. He got the assist.
It was Greenwood. Oh, good. Greenwood going for a goal.
Yeah, Bruno gonna shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
The third, the free kick that led to the
Elanga.
winner. Elanga was the one that won the foul.
Yeah.
Even when the formation changed and Ralph went for it, Elanga was playing right back.
Right
You
back.
understand what I'm saying? And he was doing a hell of a job there.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
I think Elanga, had a real good game today, and obviously Ronaldo scored the hat trick. So Ronaldo go get the plaudits. But you
Nah,
see
but
De Gea,
Ilanga deserves
and
the
Elanga-
plaudits today too.
for me, these two players were very, very key. You
And
understand? And they
I
hold their
enjoy
end in whatever role
watching
they
them
play today.
celebrate. I enjoy watching them celebrate with Ronaldo too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I want to point out.
He did put it off, but I definitely enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
That's why I want to
I-
call
I-
Ronaldo name in with them, because to me, you would have been seeing Ronaldo how he was trying to influence the play, how he was trying to call men and let them go, or let me push up, come run down this ball, like you see, and then you see how Vilanga run into him, the way you could see having an influence on certain players who want to take it from him.
I enjoy looking at Matt today. I find Matt look a breath of fresh air today.
Yeah.
I find he
Yeah.
moved the ball well.
Lingard too,
Interplay was well. Yeah, Lingard too.
Lingard
Lingard
was
fresh
just,
air today.
quiet,
I
but
agree.
he said
I really thought
he was
would
just
have
unlucky
put
and that's
Ronaldo.
stuff. I would have leave on Lingard and take off Pogba, but I just
I'll leave on Lingard and take off Bruno. That's what I would do.
Bruno.
I don't mind that.
It will not make a difference. It will not make a difference. Yeah, no, I
But
tell you,
yeah.
it will not make a difference.
Let me ask you something, right? And if I had a good day, I will go there, right? But Pogba got booed today when he came off, right? And Ralph said, he understands the fans' frustration, but he didn't think that it should be directed toward individual players, right? So I go in there. Marcel get booed because he wanted to leave. Cavani didn't get booed. Maguire didn't get booed.
Maguire got
That's
booed.
so-
the game.
No.
So
I was
why-
in Old Trafford in Old Trafford because Maguire
why-
got
so
booed
why-
by England.
so why
Hold on.
Cavani-
Hold on. Let me make my point now. Let me make my point now. Let me make my point.
Let him make a nonsense point
Yeah, let me
now.
make my point. Right? Let me make my point. Right? Because at the end of the day, and I tell you, I go in there. Right? There are certain players getting booed at Old Trafford and other players getting applauded. Right? Because some of them just run hard and because some of them white. All they could say what they want. I call it as it is.
Dan,
Right? After, let me
who
finish.
the hell does applaud
finish.
Maguire? Maguire
finish.
getting the most boo whole
Nah.
season and he white.
Nope. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Get on an international
finish.
duty, eh?
Dan,
Let me finish.
Maguire getting
Let me
boo
finish.
playing for England and all.
Let me finish, you see. Let me finish. Right? Because
Maguire conspiracy, Harry.
while Maguire was with England, he get boo. Right? Then Tottenham club make a statement in support of Harry Maguire. And since the different
Because-
clubs come out and support Harry
because-
Maguire,
It was at national level, Reem.
Hold on. Right? Because at the end of the day, it's either we condoning booing or we are condoning it, whether it's international
No,
or
Reem.
whatever. No, I'm telling you.
No.
Right? Because
Reem.
one of the statements that they made, at no level would we condone this. So it's either telling them we
Reem.
can't boo people in international, but we could boo them in club football. At the end of the day, across the board, booing is
reason
booing.
is-
We
the
can't
reason-
accept it
Yeah,
one place and do
the
accept it
FA
another place.
No, but I can
So what I'm
understand why
saying-
getting booed. I can
What I'm
understand
saying,
why getting booed.
at Manchester United fan base have booed Pogba time and time again. And I've never seen the club or any club, for that matter, come out and support and protect the player. Right?
What?
It happened.
He deserve it.
It happened
I don't
to
think he
Anthony
deserves it.
Martial. When reports came out that Anthony Martial wanted to
Ah.
leave, they boo him. Cavani also wanted to leave and it was reported. It was widely reported. And when Cavani went to get someone, the fan base applauded him. Right? Today and all. No, even after when Cavani came back from, not Cavani, Maguire came back from international duty after this whole booing thing and everybody started in solidarity with Maguire. They applauded Maguire in Old Trafford, you know. Right?
And then boom.
They didn't boo him.
It-
And I want to
Maguire
understand.
getting
And I want to
caught.
understand.
And-
Because I was looking at
and-
her. Let me get to this last.
Maguire
Let me get to this
still
last
getting
point,
booed.
Nico. Let me
Maguire
get to this
still
last
getting
point. Let me get to this last point, right? I was listening to a podcast, and there's this guy who just be at the stadium because he's a reporter, and he was saying a lot of the fan reactions on social media doesn't always represent the views of the people who attend the games.
Right.
So while we in social
Yeah.
media might be bashing Harry Maguire down the line, they are singing his name in Old Trafford. So let's stay there and
Yep.
feel is
No,
all
but We
that.
don't see any booze.
You
don't
hear
see
what
any
booze? What
For
booze you hear,
Maguire?
Nico?
For Maguire?
Look at the
All
other
I'm
fans.
saying is there are a lot of double standards with his fan base. There are a lot of double standards with his fan base, and sometimes I tell myself, all they
It's not
deserve
our
all I
fans.
get.
Our fans not booing Maguire.
But I'm telling you that JP, they're not
section
booing
of
Maguire.
Maguire.
They're not booing Cavani.
Maguire.
Cavani always injured Cavani. If Cavani run on the field tomorrow and run to sprint, them applauding that man in the body.
Yeah.
Are they getting tired, you know?
In order for Cavani to get booed, he has to be there, right? And that man got more vacations than goals, right? So
Yeah, but Phil, even when he there, he not getting booed. That's what I'm telling you. But
Yeah.
Pogba now, because
I-
Pogba
I
wants to
still-
secure his
I-
future.
I still see no reason to
You
boo,
understand?
And that's not the
Cavani,
reason Pogba getting booed. And now, man, Reem.
Why
Reem,
Pogba getting
Reem,
booed?
Reem,
Why Pogba getting
because
booed,
you're
Chef?
playing nonsense.
Pogba did not play bad today.
But if they're
Nah.
back,
Dan, Pogba not getting booed because he wants to leave Manchester.
Yeah,
Chef, you're misinformed. Chef, you're misinformed. You're misinformed,
has
Chef.
always been an easy target, right? To me, he has always been an easy target.
Yeah, it's
People
true.
always saying things Pogba say that he didn't say.
From the
People always
days
saying
Pogba used to dye his
Yeah,
hair,
cut.
he's
Yeah.
always been an easy target.
Exactly.
Dan Pogba,
So, and-
Pogba, you have an agent who always talking once at a dotishness. Dan Pogba it had plenty
Yeah, but every
times.
time-
I am
every
saying
time
the
they done
agent
that
works for
rotation,
you.
Pogba used to come back and perform, eh? Pogba
Yeah, but I don't think he
never
deserves it.
once-
But you
Pogba
see
never
Pogba
once showed
Instagram.
anything on
You see
the field,
Pogba
eh?
Instagram post today after the match.
Yeah.
No, but I think that again, you sure he wasn't showing that man the where you get
Yeah,
busted?
the scar, yeah.
That I said because he's showing days where you get busted and then
Nah, he
people
was showing
it
the
as-
sky. The sky was
That
showing.
I said, and then people showing it as he cocking the air, his hand
No,
to
it
the
was
air
the
for the
scar.
crowd. But that time he man showing
He get big.
cutty
He
up
get
in the
serious big, you know.
Yeah.
Maguire again. Are you telling me Maguire don't get boo? When Maguire get level boo.
But
boy.
Maguire is chief boo. That man
Listen,
can get boo.
All you missing as a
I
fan.
understand, I
When I
understand
attend
what you're
games,
saying.
if I attend a game like simple game in Trinidad, if a man make a bad decision, you will hear the crowd go. "Ooh." But that does not mean I booing a man. It's different, Olia. Olia
Yeah.
understand what he's saying, you know.
Yeah.
The kind
Why
of hate
does
I
that
see the
boo?
likes of Pogba getting, men like Maguire, and them do get up by and them will be doing more rubbish, dog.
Yeah.
And then on top of that now, you had the club posting statements on social media in support of Harry Maguire. We don't condone this and all kind of thing. But when it's Pogba, everybody quiet.
Yeah, but
Everybody's
Not the same
silent.
situation.
Reem, you gotta realize that Pogba is two things. He's not English and he's a foreigner in England. You gotta realize that, buddy.
And the black.
He black.
That
It
as
had
well
nothing
too.
to do with that.
Yeah.
I
It
telling
has
you,
plenty
chef,
to do with that.
it have
What,
plenty to do with that, chef.
that's why players like Zaha made the statement earlier about this kneeling down thing. He wasn't really condoning it because like they're not really actually doing anything about the actual racism that they're in the league. It's a
Exactly.
glaring thing. It's glaring. Like there's a realistic and actually dealing with kneeling down and stopping racism.
If we can watch this and see this thing so glaring because this thing looks so obvious to me, you could tell me why Pogba get booed today. Pogba was one of the better players on the field, and Pogba walk off and he getting booed.
But you didn't hear the boo though? I didn't hear.
Yes.
Yeah,
And-
You heard it?
Yeah, and even some of the reporters that were there posted simultaneously. So if you look at all the different journalists that were there, all of them post the same thing, Pogba booed, and the fan base cursing, using obscene and all kind of
But
things
the
toward
only thing I
Pogba.
want is because of the same thing with the contract, the 500 and something $1,000 a week. I don't know if that would promote that.
But that's what people
I-
are saying.
Because I didn't see
but
no
the club-
other reason.
That's
to
what the
take a
club
boot today.
That's what the club offered.
That's what the club offered him. Yeah.
And maybe what the fans saying, but you don't deserve that, But again, I don't condone the booing.
But then booty glazers like
Exactly, booty glazers.
Don't blue Pogba, don't boo Pogba.
There's no Pogba fault.
And this is why I always say, and all made fun of when I made the reference. Cavani, since Cavani first season, Cavani has always been playing games with the club, and he want to leave. And we hear in the reports, the agent talking, the father talk and say he happy, he want to move. And Cavani will come on, and people will applaud the man.
Yeah.
Right? So because Pogba is 28, the next contract Pogba signs will be his last. So the man want to
big
ensure.
one, yeah.
And I don't
That will be his last. But it'll be a
Last
big
big one.
contract.
well, his last big contract, right? His last major contract. So we have respect if a man want to take time, because if you look at the direction of the club right now, let me be real. I mean, we've seen it as fans, but let us look at it from Pogba's perspective. He unappreciated. He always hated, right? Is he going to commit
I
the next
wonder
couple
why.
years?
I
Gosh,
wonder
Chef, you
why.
listen what I'm saying, boy. The man had
I
allow
wonder-
Pogba.
Dan, I
You don't allow
can't
Pogba
support
to
you with
take
that.
time.
Look,
Because if today Pogba play a good game and he's still
you
getting
see,
booed.
You know one of the biggest reasons Pogba does get so much hate? Because of that agent of his. Dan, that man
When
doesn't
last
talk.
you hear Rayola talk, Chef, but he's still getting hate and heavy down.
A couple
When
of
last
weeks
you hear-
ago,
I didn't hear
what are you talking
that.
about?
You hear that? I didn't hear Rayola talk a couple weeks ago at all.
I
Pogba man Reem.
can tell you straight up, if Pogba had the same, let's say, if he was like a Fred or Bruno who run around headlessly like a chicken on the field, right? He wouldn't get booed. I never heard Fred get booed. I never heard Bruno get booed yet.
True.
Never.
Simeon saying here, Pogba has committed the sin of not committing. Rejection is hard. Yeah. Eric Lewis saying Pogba getting booed in my opinion mainly because of his lack of effort. At the same time, I feel bad for him. Constantly getting played out of position is frustrating.
Thank you. Out of position.
Yeah.
And here's
Simeon-
that.
Simeon also
I'm not
saying he
even
has bad as-
taking that play out of position talk. Because here what, right? There was a time people were saying, release Pogba, play him higher up the pitch. He play him higher up the pitch, same result. You tell him play deep, same result. Nonsense.
I think
Playing out of position. He's a midfielder.
I kind of
And
hang
for Grant, we just play.
on Simeon comment here. I think it's the rejection. I think rejection part, leaving for free. I think maybe if I'm total on that.
Because this will be the second time we've released Pogba
Second
on a
time.
field. Yeah.
Yeah.
So to them it's showing like he not committed. You had a commitment to the club now. So I think that is what they're hurting
But why
from.
should
Why
he?
tell me
Why
something.
should
Why would he
he?
want?
Why
Tell me
should he?
something. Why would he want to commit to the club? Tell me why.
Yeah, and I do.
I don't have a problem. At the end of the day, as Reem said, it's a business, and he had to look out for himself. I could never be vexed with the man because Manchester making nobody feel to stay at that club. Not when you see in the direction, and them in it more than me.
Yeah. Anderson saying here, I think everyone knew Cavani's stopgap and was never a long-term solution.
No, well, we know that. But but Cavani form has been annoying.
Fitness.
Was nothing.
Yeah.
That I feel he does pay the doctor, you know.
Could be. But for the money good too.
That he always injured. That man just go play in this
Uruguay.
big thing football in South America. Hard. And as he reach back in Gatwick, he injured.
Yeah.
That man always fit for Uruguay, but when it comes to playing the red for Manchester, no boy.
The man don't miss a game for Uruguay.
Yeah. He go play with a break for Uruguay.
He
Ever
just
since
play
here,
hard. Get all kind of kicking waist. All kind of, when he finish, his socks rip up. But he walking off smiling. But as he come back in Old Trafford, where he gained pay must be about 200,000-300,000, he injured. He must get COVID about 10 times.
ever since here, Reem, come on, buddy. Bugs has never been fully committed to the club. Always dry hating through his agent.
I can't see how you Reem
Too
can't
much
see
talent.
that. I can't see how Reem can't say that. Pogba, as he's saying, as in the Bible, it says, you reap what you sow. Dan, Pogba, let me tell you something. What has been my biggest problem with Pogba? When that agent talking, he dotishes. Hear what? You working for me. Hush your mouth. Let me talk if I had to say something. Dan, his agent has been left and basically holding Manchester to ransom for nearly the whole time his contract was going on.
But let's be real. Anybody who works under Mino Raiola never has a say in the media, right? From Paul Pogba to Mkhitaryan to Erling Haaland, they never talk in the media. Mino Raiola always talks to them, right?
So I don't know why they're expecting Pogba to talk, you know?
You don't expect him to talk. I expect him to tell the agent, Tosh.
Jody saying here, okay, fellas, time read it out. I ain't expecting a win on Tuesday.
Neither am I. I expected me to get about 4.
4? Yeah.
I have no faith.
Hard fought 1-0 loss now. You got to live with that.
And watch me, Ole, I'm not sure Fred and McTominay or Varane available.
Nah, they out.
You will have to start with Matic again.
Matic, yeah.
Today was supposed to be resting Matic for that game, you know.
I feel so. It makes sense. It makes sense as you say, this chef.
Could be that, yeah.
Huh?
But I want to see Wan-Bissaka, in my opinion, will be a better option on the right for Liverpool instead of Dalot.
I agree that.
But we ain't holding that.
What's my Wan-Bissaka now, boy? What's my me take him on Wan-Bissaka now? I not take him on Wan-Bissaka. You see Wan-Bissaka does run back. Only the say Wan-Bissaka does run back.
He wants to see no Wan-Bissaka partner.
14 and he jogging so.
Show out till the end of the season.
Let him start, but a disciplined way, not going forward, because Liverpool will kill you on the wing.
Done. Even defensively, Wan-Bissaka shaky. What a save him is his speed, but his positioning is terrible.
Honestly, I take in Dalot.
So let me give the last comment here to Eric. Right, Eric saying here, before you all wrap up, can I hear thoughts on the rumors Ten Hag does not want Ronaldo?
I didn't hear that rumor, so...
Yeah. I was talking about this whole game today.
What
I
didn't watch on Flow, and what you watch on, Chef?
BT.
Oh, because I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, it was actually on social media. I don't know if you
it was on social media.
Where did this come from?
Different sources.
They talk about it a lot today. Even after the game, they talk about it. I don't feel that real now.
Yeah, well, Ronaldo got to contract, so
for me, that as good as ASAP Rocky or Rihanna. Me believe them thing at all. Man, let me be real. Why would you not want to have Ronaldo in your side? With the proper feed. Ronaldo scoring, dog.
37
Here-
years
here-
old and he
here's
has
what-
21
Even if
here's
he's
goals.
what
coming
the
off the
tweet-
bench.
Here's what the tweet said, right? It said Eric Ten
Well, not
Hag will
starting
turn
every
his
game.
back.
Uh-huh.
Eric Ten Hag will turn his back on Cristiano Ronaldo when he becomes the new Man United manager. He has given the green light for Ronaldo to leave United after making it clear he will not figure in his long-term plans.
Yeah, well, definitely. So if I guess Ronaldo being Ronaldo, right? He would have a discussion with Ten Hag,
Yeah.
or at least
Yeah.
that camp. And if it is that the camp say here what we want to move on, without you in the picture, then I think Ronaldo will do the graceful thing and say, all right, cool.
I think
no
it's more of a
problem with that.
conversation.
Let's
I think
pay
it's more of
him.
a conversation as in Ten Hag telling Ronaldo, look, my plan is for you not to be starting every single game,
Yeah.
right? You will probably start 1 out of every 5 games, right? So you're gonna hold
Take it
bench
or
not
for now,
5.
right?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
Take
fine.
it or leave it.
So hold some bench for now, and then when I'm asked, when I call on you to perform or call on you to make a difference in a match that we're playing, you do your thing, right? Ronaldo comes to Fenerbahce.
We have somebody from Turkey on the inside. Nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he come out?
We appreciate
we appreciate
and
that.
and Anadolu. We appreciate it, man. Or
Yeah,
Leonie.
brother.
I don't know.
But he ain't coming on Fenerbahce. So try your best with that. Fenerbahce, Turkey too close to Ukraine.
Hey, Curtin, good night, buddy. You're real late, but we look at the rapid,
Yeah, boy.
So Eric, I hope that answers your question. The views of the guys on the panel, I hope they answer your question. All right. So guys, let me look at wrap it now. So up next is Liverpool. Liverpool defeated.
Liverpool, man.
Liverpool defeated Man City today in the FA Cup to make it to the final. So
Listen,
the quadruple is on for Liverpool.
Liverpool come out with the full strength starting 11 today, I laugh at it. Liverpool won that FA Cup, boy. They ain't going through that.
No, it's only that. They know they play United Tuesday.
Yeah.
So you could afford to play a full strength.
Yeah.
You could afford. You guys, United play Tuesday. I could go full strength today.
Yeah, them people come out first game and beat me bad.
I was saying this fella Curtis Jones and them fellas gonna play against we and running rings against we. You understand?
I telling you before you reach to me, Liverpool 5, Manchester 0.
I kind of want to go with what Nico say. A hard fought 1-0 loss. I could take that. I could handle
What?
that.
That
A hard
happened.
fought 1-0 loss.
That happened.
If we hold Liverpool to a 0-0 draw when the first half is over,
What's up?
I will be like, wow. I just turn off my TV. I turn off my TV.
Yeah, you don't spoil it after
first
that.
half?
Yeah, you know what's spoiled. Like, when they come in all night, I just watch the first half and we played well.
Me even taking that because I know we have watched plenty games where we look so nice in the first half and then second half we get back. So, but even if I watching that game, I'll probably go watch that game because we have to come on this and talk after. But
Yeah. I don't watch the game. I want nobody come here and tell me I didn't watch the game, but it's Pogba's fault. Yeah, understand?
and then Pogba started.
Pogba, you had to try something, but for sure.
Nah, but Mattins go start.
Which half to start again?
Yeah. So we get a comment here from Anadolu. I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. My English is not very good, friends, so I can't understand. He have a good time, but I can say exactly Ronaldo come to Fenerbahce. Yeah, man. Yeah, dream on.
Yeah.
But thanks for.
He faster come and play England. He faster come and play in Trinidad professionally.
We can't pay him. Fenerbahce go pay him.
No, them have money,
Yeah,
No, Fenerbahce have money.
And
They have money. Money is nice.
And Ozil playing there?
I wonder how he would
Yeah.
feel. I wonder how this guy would feel if he went Galatasaray.
Ooh.
Next thing is one.
Yeah,
It's
war.
United. They wrap up the
Yeah.
stadiums.
Final comment we get Jody. The final comment he said Jojo Boss even bothering with prediction. Jody give up. Anyway, guys, so we gonna save the closing to us because of the kind of the time we real extended today. All right. So, guys, we gonna be here again on Tuesday to go through a therapy session.
Yeah.
We'll be in the wake. We'll be in the wake Tuesday.
We went in 2-0. We went in 2-0. Don't worry.
Nice. And I come prepared to say, "Woosa." You understand? Come prepared to say that because we're gonna need some of that.
If Manchester wins that game, I am giving 10 lunches to the first 10 people who come on the live. Free.
Nah, chef. When I see your food, you had to feed the panel too, boss. Don't go through that.
I'm doing that.
You had to feed the panel too.
God, if we win on Tuesday, I'm booking a flight to Trinidad, you know.
Yeah. I take in that.
Hey, boy, man, confident. I just like the time when Phil bet the $1,000.
Yeah.
Let him know we gone lost.
Games.
Let him know we gone lost. Bugger.
Where we playing? Where we playing?
Anfield.
You're not safe.
You're unsafe.
That again, it don't matter, It don't matter.
Chef, I think that bowler, I like that. We win in that game.
Inter Milan beat them there, so I think there's still a possibility. Very low, but still a possibility.
Yeah. Now, hopefully, mentality could be in terms of thinking of not letting Liverpool win to go closer to winning the title. Hopefully.
Yeah. But you don't think that could work against us because Liverpool come in.
They could come
like,
to win the title.
Yeah.
Liverpool come in all guns.
Yeah.
They come in hungry. Look what we reach now. We just trying to damage control again. Control now.
Before the game even starts.
Yeah, boy. Sad times. But earlier than Ten Hag and the board go back Ten Hag. You understand? And Ten Hag will be able to do what he had to do, and within the next 2 years or later, we're going to be back at the top. You know?
All right.
For us, it was nice. It was nice having you all on. JP, Chef, Phil, thanks for joining Nico and myself on the show. And all those in the comments, thanks for your comments. Thanks for liking, sharing. Remember, we're on YouTube as well, so you can go across there and subscribe, right? Because we're trying to build our platform as well. But we know the majority of our following is on Facebook. Very good. You know, so thanks again, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.
Blessings.
Yeah.